Hey there you guys, it is me, RandomJosh, and I'm back again. I don't even know, like with another face mask Friday video. So, it has definitely been quite a while since I have made a video. Lots of stuff has been going on. I'm not going to go into like mass details, but like obviously the world has been not the most ideal scenario, not gonna lie. I put myself to the like front space for a little bit. But anywho, I thought I would, because it's, for me at the moment, tomorrow is actually Valentine's Day. Obviously I am single AF. That's not changing anytime soon, so don't get your hopes up. And I was like, well, I don't have anyone to get a Valentine's present for. I don't receive Valentine's presents either. I don't think I really have. So I thought, you know what? This has been a tough old year. I'm treating myself. So I went onto Beauty Bay and I just went a little bit ham. Which we're going to be showing you. So, when was it? Around the ending of last year, I kind of discovered the, all about like the not pressed pigments, but like little pigment eyeshadow things. And I've always had a bit of a fascination about them, but I never really delved into them until last year when I was doing the Halloween, what was it, 7 days of the 7 Deadly Sins makeup week, that was it. And I obviously used some of like the gold pigment things. I can't remember if I used the Revolution one or if it was the, no, it wasn't Revolution, it was either Gypsy Shrine or Sample Beauty, because I did pick up one from Sample Beauty and I was just like, this is incredible, like this is so much, like you just get payoff, it's just payoff central. So I've been kind of keeping an eye out for those Sample Beauty pigments because they do a whole lot, and they were doing a sale. And you know Josh with sales, I just couldn't say no. So we have a whole lot. I think in total it came to about 40... Oh, how many were there? It was either 47 or 48. I think it was 48 because it was 3 for £10. I went for 48 different ones. Because I just wanted, oh my god. If you see the box right now, like, it's literally just a box filled to the brim with the little packets of these pigments. Oh my god. So yeah, I spent 160 quid on this. So yeah, there is quite a lot. So you've got different kinds of pigments in there as well. I did get a duplicate one from one that I had previously because I could only pick up the ones on Beauty Bay that were currently in stock. So there were some that were unfortunately out of stock, so I couldn't get them, which I would love to get in the future. But knowing me, I'm going to forget what ones I bloody have because there's literally so many. But the one that I got previously was the shade Garland, which is like a really nice gold. So yeah, there are categories for these. You've got your kind of normal matte pigments, you've got shimmery pigments, and then you've got glitters. I got all of them. So I'm gonna try my best to go through these. So this is called, I've got one here called Psychedelic, which, I mean, it's hard to tell what they are. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to literally open them all one by one. But it looks like it's kind of like one of the matte ones. It's pink, but I could be wrong. Because I'm trying to work out Jessica J, which I kind of remember as being, wait, is this? Oh, these ones are inspired by actual makeup artists. So there's actually a makeup artist behind this one, which I think is a sparkly one. I'm gonna have to move these somewhere. You've got Your Stylish Self, which again is one that's inspired by a particular makeup artist. We have Glam and Glow, which is also one inspired by a makeup artist. We've got Britney, which is again inspired by a makeup artist. We have A Year. That's literally what it's called, it's just A Year. Love it. We have Brisk. We have Spice Up Your Life. I mean, Spice Girls reference. We Live. We have Sean Maloney, which again, makeup artist. Love it. We have shade 29B. Obviously, you couldn't think of a good name for that one. I'm just joking, by the way. We have the shade Stacy, which is actually someone who I know. Stacey Marie. Beauty. We have the shade Confetti, which from memory again is like a pinky shimmery colour, I think. We have the shade Blossom. We have the shade Katie, which again, makeup artist. Liv. My god, my arms are getting tired now already. We have the shade Missa, which is again, makeup artist. We have the shade Arctic, which is not a makeup artist. We have the shade YMC, which is Your Makeup Course, makeup artist. We have the shade Rockabilly, not a makeup artist. We have the shade Black Ice. I do recall this one because I was like, oh, I had to have it. It was like a black shimmery glitter. Oh. We have the shade Tweety, which I can only imagine is like a shimmery yellow. The Tweety Bird. We have the shade 17B. I will be trying to show off these as best as possible as well, don't worry guys. Shade 3B. We have the shade as well, Myrrh. We have shade 10B. We have Limewire. This one's shade 6. So some of them do have kind of like funky dory names. This is Garland, so this is the one that I already have and I know of. But why would I not want to? Of course. This is the shade Law, which is inspired by a makeup artist. This is the shade Bambi. Love that name. This is Aries. We also have Marilyn. We have here shade 1. I also have the shade Salma, which is again makeup artist. We've got Northern Lights. Oh, such amazing names. We have here Candy Cane. Christmassy. We have Duckling. We've also got the shade Drew, which again, makeup artist. We've got the shade Clo, again, makeup artist. We've got the shade 2B. We also have 7B. We also have the shade Kira B, which is again a makeup artist. We have the shade Bel Air. This one is Mitchell, which is again inspired by a makeup artist who I do also know. Love it. We have here Angelic, which I believe is like a white, crystally kind of glitter glimmer thingy. I can't describe. We have the shade here Flapper. Love a little flapper. So this one is shade 35. We also have here shade 5B. And I think this is the last of them, thank God. The shade Winter Blues. So a whole lot of pigments. But it doesn't stop there, of course. Because I spent, I think it was like over 60 quid. We also got the Sunset Horizons makeup palette, which is a 20 colour palette by Beauty Bay. And this was a free product, so loving that. So let's have a little peek. Oh, so it's very, very vivid colouring, which is absolutely gorgeous. So it says here, dip your brush into a world of possibility and create a multitude of head-turning looks with this 20 shade eyeshadow palette from muted lilacs to fiery oranges. This collection of effortlessly wearable and ultra pigmented matte and shimmer hues enables you to craft a range of versatile looks that will see you from dusk till dawn. Very, very interesting. I want to see. I think I do kind of recall. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god, these shades are so sweet. Like, oh, delicious. And that mirror is like a nice size as well. Oh, just looking at myself. So we have some gorgeous yellows here, which is actually quite nice to have like a couple of variations. We've got like a shimmery golden yellow hue up here. We've got like a mustardy with like a more neon colour as well. Some nice oranges, again with like a really nice glitter. The blues and the purples, oh, cocktail. We love a cocktail. And then like at the bottom is like more the deep dark shade. So it looks like we've got like a black shade here, like quite a deep brown kind of colour. This shade Coconut looks really nice as well. And Stargazing looks really good. So I'm actually quite excited to see like what we can create with this palette. I feel like I can create something fun. Although it probably will be a mess because that's just my life. My life is a literal mess. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly open up all of our insane amounts of pigments and then we will be going through them in a little bit more detail, so I'm not just shouting names at you. You can actually see a little bit about them and understand the shades. Why did I do this? Oh, just 100 more packs to open. Oh no! Oh, just keep opening, just keep opening, opening, oh. Be able to do this in my sleep by the end of this. Might need a sleep at the end of all these. Oh, Jesus, why did I do this to myself? Because I'm lonely. Jesus fucking Christ, that is insane. Jesus Christ. Right, so I have officially divided them into their respective categories. So, I should have opened this before because I'm a bit of an idiot. So there are glitters, we've got mattes, and we've got shimmers. So in the glitter category, we actually have 13 glitters. In the matte category, we have 19 mattes. And in shimmers, we have 16 shimmers. So yeah, a healthy amount. So we'll start off with the glitters. So we have here Salma, which is kind of like, I don't know, like a pinky golden shade almost. Oops. So it's very like salmony. It's very chunky as well, which is gorgeous. I mean, it's just because it's been sat there for so long. So that is really stunning. Oops. Making a mess. And then we have Sean Maloney, which is kind of similar-ish almost, I'd say. Not, you know, exactly the same, but it's kind of that, you know, actually I lied, this is not similar at all. I just like blew into it. I would say this is more like coppery bronzing shade. It's gorgeous though, like a really nice. I can see that working on a lot of different shadows. So we also have Kiro B, which is a kind of, it's like a white glitter. I need to stop getting too close. A white glitter which has like, I want to say blue undertones. Very, very stunning. I'm making such a mess with this, so I'm gonna have glitter for days everywhere. Trying not to waste any either. So we also have Chloe, which is, I need to get them out. This is the problem. I need to open them to see them. So Chloe is kind of like, oh, that's really nice. How do I describe these colours? I can't even describe this, but it looks so nice. It's like a purpley almost, with like golden shimmer tones through it. I don't actually know if it is gold or if it's just the lighting, because I feel like the lighting is making it look different in my eyes as well, which is just confusing even more. Then of course we have Black Ice, which is just a black glitter, which is absolutely divine. It's got like kind of bluey purple undertones to it with the shine, so it definitely shines through. It's stunning, stunning. So we also have YMC, which is a really, really nice kind of like pinkish red toned glitter. Now this looks a lot more shimmery. It's like red with undertones of pink glitter shining through, which is absolutely divine. Oh, just looks like heaven basically. We then also have Candy Cane. So this is kind of like a jewel toned situation. So it's got like pink blue shift, but in like a reddish main kind of like base almost. Really hot for that. Oh, and when it hits the right light as well, it's even purple. Oh. Of course we have Garland, which is their kind of gold, just baseline kind of gold tone, which is absolutely divine. As always. We have Angelic, which is, I would say, kind of like a white, I need to be careful, a white glitter with, to me it looks kind of silvery in like the shine side of things. Very, very gorgeous and stunning though. Stunning. We then also have Northern Lights, which is like a blue base colour with like bluey, purpley shine through it, which is again just absolutely divine. And it is going absolutely everywhere. My lord. creating a glitter factory up in this gig. Then we also have Arctic, which is another white glitter, but this one has pink tones through it. That's definitely pink. So it's kind of like a frosty pink, which is absolutely stunning. Oh, love that. And then we also have Winter Blues, which of course is purple. No, I'm joking, it's blue. With some really, it's just like a gorgeous ocean blue glitter. It's just divine. Just divine. I mean, that is a shade of blue that I can really get into. I just love it. And then we also, to finish off the glitters, have Tweety, which is just like a yellow, like intense yellow glitter. Very fine glitter as well, which is just, I mean, all of the glitters are really like fine glitters so that you can kind of build them up and make them look a lot more smooth when you actually apply them. So yeah, I won't be showing and swatching all of them. You can kind of see, I don't know how much you can see because it's going to be hard with kind of glitters, but like there was a little bit of one of the ones earlier. And then of course we have our shimmers as well. So we have Missa, which is this gorgeous blue shade. It's a very deep kind of blue. So this is a lot more kind of pigmented, but it's still got like tones of shine through them. So it's not heavy on glitter, but it's just got that little teeny bit that just gives it a nice little pop when you apply it. Oh, that puffed out everywhere. We've then also got Lau, I think, or Law, L-A-U. Not sure if that's meant to be Lau or Law. I assume Law because it's a individual and I feel like her name is Laura. But it's like a gorgeous, sorry, they're all kind of clumped to one side. It's like a gorgeous, I'm really terrible at colour describing, but it's, I guess, like a salmony mauve kind of colour. It is stunning. And it looks like it's got gold, maybe green flecks through it as well. I'm seeing green, but I'm definitely seeing gold. But that is really nice. That shade looks like it's going to be a good one to just add to give a nice pop. We also have a Glam and Glow. Now this one just looks insane to me. It's just stunning. I mean, this is very much a jewel chrome from what I'm seeing. So it's kind of like that red pink that kind of flecks into like a blue greeny colour, which is just insane to me. I love it. It just gives it so much life. Like, depending on how you look at it, it just changes, and I just love that. But then again, I am just a weirdo for makeup, so as you can tell, I just buy it all. So we also have Drew, which is a green shade. Absolutely divine. This is a very like forest green, royal colour with like golden green flecks of glitter through it as well. Oh, I love it. This looks like it's going to be a really hot colour. I mean, I don't wear a lot of greens, but I mean, seeing that, I kind of want to wear green. And while we're on the topic of green, we also have Katie, which is yet another green, but this is more like a neon lime green shimmer, which is, again, just beautiful. I mean, those colours that they just pop. And it's so soft as well to touch. I had to touch it there. I probably shouldn't be wasting and touching them, but like, I had to do it. So we also have Your Stylish Self, which looks like a kind of pinky red kind of colour. Which, yeah, it's definitely like a deep, loving red, like very ooh la la. And it looks as though it's kind of got like the matching colouring glitters in it to just give it the pop and shimmer that it needs. And it's just, oh. So we also have Brittany, which is, again, another kind of greeny colour. So this is kind of like the mid-ground between the last two greens that we had. So this is like not too dark, not too bright and light. It's kind of like a natural green shade that has these like golden flecks through them that just, oh, looks divine. So we also have here Brisk, which is, oh Jesus, first of all it's stuck, but second of all it is the most gorgeous shade of blue with purple, like you can see it from here, like purple just glitter throughout. Oh, I love it. I want to bathe in that. We also have Stacey, which is, you know, Stacey Marine, which is this gorgeous yellow. Oh my lord, look at that. Oh, it's almost like a just slightly more yellow than like a mustardy colour, but it's close to a mustard and it is so nice. I could definitely see that kind of like bring in an extra bit of like wow factor in like an inner corner. Oh, so we have Spice Up Your Life. I mean, can you tell that this is going to be intense? Oh. So it's just pink. It's just a vivid, gorgeous, hot pink shade. It is divine. It is just, oh. I hate myself. It is so nice though. Oh my god, it's going all over my chair. So we also have here Aries. Oh, they're all so stuck. Jesus. Which is a, oh my goodness, absolutely gorgeous orange shade with like, it looks so neon on the camera, with like greeny golden flecks through it. Oh, this just looks like insanity, but it's so good at the same time. It's like, I'm like looking at some of these shades like, how am I going to incorporate this? But like deep down, I'm like, God, you're gonna incorporate them. So we also have here Confetti, which is, again, a very cutesy, like pink, like pastel-y kind of baby pink colour with obviously pink glitter. Who could not love that? That is beautiful. Again, like very bubblegum, like bubblegum princess. I live. We've also got here the shade Myrrh, which from what I can see looks very golden with blue. Is it blue and purple? I'm trying to look in different lighting scenarios to see. Oh, green. It looks, I guess, almost like dual chrome glitters through it, because again, it does kind of have a little shift when you like look at it in certain lighting. So it's obviously got like a lot of golden tones through it, but it's got that shimmer and shine of like blue, green, purple-y, pinky colours that just shine through as well, which is delicious. Oh. So we also have the one which is a year, which is flying everywhere already. So this is a white kind of powdery, probably shouldn't say that, a white shade with, I guess, like pink, purple, blue shimmers through it, which just looks like snow. It literally looks like a snowy day in a little tiny jar. What it's been looking like for us recently here. That again, just divine. I could see myself using that like as almost a topper, like over a shade to just give it that little oomph. Or maybe like as a highlight in the inner corners, brow bone. Oh, the possibilities are endless. We also have Mitchell, which to me kind of makes me feel like very nude shades. This one looks really full. See, some of them, this is what's confused me just now, is some of them look like they're really full and others look like they're half filled. So I don't know whether I've just got unlucky, but like, they're still gorgeous. Yeah, this is very like nude shade, deep kind of gorgeousness. And it just shimmers like, oh, picks up that light gorgeously. It's not too powerful either, which I kind of like. It's more like toned down. So the last one from this kind of little collection is Jessica J, which is a pink, beautiful shade with like purple glitters through it. Oh, absolutely divine. It's more like a deeper pink. Like all the other ones have been kind of like hot baby pink. This one's kind of like more, I don't want to say natural pink, because pink is obviously, well, 9 times out of 10 pink is associated with quite like a powerful, cute colour, whereas this looks like it could be more kind of grown up, the grown up version of like pink, so to say. It is delicious though. I love that. I don't know why I keep calling them delicious, but it's delicious. And then of course, last but not least, we are on to the mattes. So first up we've got Marilyn, which is a very nice kind of like brick red colour. Really kind of orangey, it's very brick. It is very much so. That's like literally the only way I can describe it. It's like fire brick red, I think it's called. Really, really nice tones though. It's like burnt, I guess like a burnt orange as well, could describe it. But really nice, really powerful looking. Living for that. So we also have Flapper, which is a purpley tone, kind of like a bright, vibrant purple. Yeah, it's more pinky purple, which again just looks stunning. Like, these shades are just so powerful. Like, why am I the noises that are coming out of my mouth, Jesus Christ. So we also have the shade 5B, which is a green shade. So now, oops, Christ almighty. So this looks kind of like almost, I want to say forest greeny, like very earthy toned green, which is again divine. Matched with like some of the other shades that we've got here, I think this would be very, very nice. Really like strong kind of blending colour, and these do blend out really nice from what I've seen so far anyway. So we've also got the shade 3B, which is again kind of like a purpley colour. However, this one is more, I guess, violet, like lavendery colour. It's a lot more pale, a lot more muted down. It looks a lot more bitty, But again, I don't know whether that's just the one that I've managed to like stumble across, the one that's been given to me. But it still feels soft, which is great news for me. I would definitely see this kind of being more of a like transitional colour, to like help buff a colour out. Like if you're doing like a purple eye, just like to give it that extra smokiness. I think that would be very hot. So here we have shade 1, which is legitimately just white. There's no better way of describing that other than it's literally just a white shade. Can't really go wrong with something like this. Be interesting to see how much of a white it can actually give on the skin, because like obviously white seems to be quite a hard colour to like actually make prominent on the skin when you're doing things like eyeshadows. But we'll see. So I've also got shade 35, which, you guessed it, it's black. So we have the black and white, of course. And this does look very intensely black, which I'm excited to see like how intense this actually comes out, because it's difficult to say from just looking in like the little pot thing. I mean, I've got a little bit on my finger here, so I can just, I guess, quickly see out of pure curiosity. So this isn't obviously intense, well, I mean, it's intense and it buffs out as well, which is lovely. So you can kind of make it a bit more of a like grey tone, and scale it and mute it back as well, which is nice. We also have the shade here, Rockabilly, which is a very nice, intense kind of red. It's really nice. So this is kind of like a dark red, but it's still got that kind of pop of neon vibe through it. So you can really kind of see it's going to be bright on the eye. It's not something for the faint-hearted, as many would probably say. But that is divine. Like imagine just devilish red look. Oh, I want it now. So we've also got shade 10B, which is another kind of like purpley shade. So this is a little bit more of a like darker lavender colour. So it's got a little bit more depth to it. It's got a little bit more pizzazz. Not that the other lavender did not have that, but it's just got that deepness. So again, you could probably pair them together to actually kind of create like a transitional layered shade. So you can start dark somewhere and just like kind of bring it out and mash it all together. And they would actually work quite well together, I believe. So we've also got the shade 17B, which is a kind of earthy brown colour. It's almost like wet sand, kind of, because it's not really brown, it's still got kind of like yellow tones like through it, but it's obviously a lot deeper and darker than just yellow. It's brown, it's orange, but it definitely looks like it could be a very nice buildable kind of like, again, transitional shade, maybe like something even to deepen and darken like a crease maybe, or to just give a little bit more depth on like certain outer corners maybe, or like wherever. You never know when you're gonna need these kind of colours. So you also have here Psychedelic, which is a very vivid and neon pink. Like this is going to stop traffic if you see it. It is so bright, so vivid, but just so beautiful. I love this shade. It just looks hot. It looks like, oh, who's gonna touch you? Who's gonna fight you? Very Regina George Mean Girls vibes. Really nice. So we've also got the shade Blossom, which is another pink kind of shade. Very like baby pink, but mixing baby pink with neon vibes. Really nice. Again, I would say that would probably mix in really well with that last shade there, Psychedelic. I think like mixing the two together would just create a love child of beauty, and it would just blend together so well. So a lot of these kind of do go hand in hand with one another, which is nice. So we have got as well the shade Bel Air, which is literally a bright as hell yellow colour. I don't tend to see a lot of like pigmented yellows, so it's quite nice to have these around, because a lot of like shadows that I've like palettes that I've worked with, they don't really like, if they have a yellow shade, it's never prominent enough for me. Like I like to see it, like especially when I'm doing like a rainbowy look, I like to be able to see the yellows kind of in there. But I find like a lot of yellows, it's hard to work with them because they are such a like light colour that as soon as you add like a, or try and blend like an orange through it, it just, the orange overtakes the whole thing. We also have shade 7B, which is a gloriously bright, intense blue shade, almost like bluey purple colour. I'd go hazard a guess to say that it's almost as like blue as my walls, in the certain places of course. That wall there that you can see is obviously a lighter blue, but this is like the dark blue that I've got on this side, which you can't see at the moment, typically. But it is there. It's very like royal blue, very like popping, intense colourings. I mean, my hands are obviously getting more and more coated in these different shades, and you can just see from like the little bits that have touched my skin what kind of power is behind them, because it's intense. I've even got it on the bloody laptop, for goodness sake, like look at that. I'm creating a bit of art on my surfaces here. So we've also got the shade Duckling, which is another kind of yellow shade. Very, very prominent again, a bit more like pale and muted than the other one, but it's still got a lot of power. Like you can just see how powerful it is through the camera. Like it's just wild how even though it's like a lighter, paler colour, it just shines through still, which excites me a lot, I will not lie to you. That makes me very excited to put it on my face. So we've also got the shade Bambi, which is a nice bright ass neon orange colour. So a lot of kind of neon-y shades, which is really interesting. A lot that we can kind of play around with, work with. I'm curious to see like what some of these would look like with using maybe like a wet brush. See if it can kind of transform maybe into a like slightly dulled down liner maybe. Who knows? So we also have a Lime Wire, which as you can imagine is lime green. Very gorgeous, bright as get. Like all of these shades are just so bright. I love it. Oh, and that's gone all over my finger. Who's surprised? So yeah, really, really nice. It still isn't like, it's not too much. It's just the right amount of brightness as well that kind of gives it the vivid coloration, but it still allows for like buildability, which I live for. So we've got here that shade 29B. This is kind of like the more mustardy yellow colour, which again, I could just imagine like pairing this with some like really neutral tones and just creating like this, just picturing it. Even a yellow eye, who could imagine a yellow eye? Maybe that's in the future, who knows? Maybe we've got a lot of yellow shades, so who knows, maybe I'll try it. We've also got shade 6, which is a kind of bluey green kind of ocean colour, which is again just stunning. I mean, look at it. I just don't even have words for some of these colours. Like, it's hard to describe basically after you've gone through 47 colours already. But of course, we're now on to 48, which is the final one, which is shade 2B, which is a lovely violety purple colour. Oh, so gorgeous. Oh, so lovely, so gorgeous, so pretty. I live for this. I mean, I just don't even know what to say to these shades anymore. They are all so pretty. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I would swatch them all for you if I could fit it into a short video, but this I feel like is going to be a ridiculously long video as it is. I don't want to bore you all, but like, the colours are just divine. Whether they're still on sale now on Beauty Bay or not, definitely check them out. I will be leaving links for all of those different pigments that I've picked up today in the description below. And I will also mention about the eyeshadow palette that I've got. I'm excited to see what we can kind of create with that. Again, Beauty Bay at the moment, we're having a offer where you get that for free when you spend £60 or more on anything across the entirety of their site. It can be from skincare, literally anything. As long as you spend £60, you get it for free. So if you're like me and want to spend all your money on 48 pigment colours from Sample Beauty, you're gonna get the freebie basically. But yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy seeing what I foolishly spent all my money on. And I hope you're all keeping well as well. Fingers crossed I will be back to kind of doing a bit more regular filming, although I don't see it becoming too regular just because a lot's happening recently. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I will see each and every one of you guys in the next video. Peace out, bitches.